Welcome to another episode of Deconstructing the Home Show, where we go in and answer the questions that people have about anything related to real estate investing that I currently know about and can hopefully help people with. And today I want to go over again something that I think people still wonder, and I still get questions about real regularly. How do I start investing in real estate? I know this has been covered before, but I think we can go over it again and maybe get into a little bit more specific detail about some of the things that I think are important to do when you want to start investing. So you sit down, you're sick of your job, you see the Warren Buffetts and the Donald Trumps of the world, and they're killing it in real estate, and you want a piece of the pie, and that is fantastic. You deserve a piece of the pie. But what do you do now? I mean, there's real estate all around us. We all see everything everywhere. How do you actually go about buying something? What do you do? What are the steps? And I mean, the number one step, of course, is to get educated. Find resources. Find people you can talk to in your local area that know something about real estate. And if you don't have anyone like that around you, you have the beautiful resource of the internet and YouTube and shows like this to help you with that information. So find videos, email people, talk to people, seek out real estate investment groups, and try and get educated about the entire big picture of real estate investing. I would say the second thing you need to do is you need to figure out what you're going to begin investing in. And there's literally dozens, if not hundreds of aspects of real estate that you can invest in, from single family homes and rentals to multifamily to land to zoning to replatting. The options are pretty much endless, and you need to look at your local area and do some market analysis and some data looking at what is hot, what is popular in your area. Look at demographics. Are people moving to your area? Are people moving out of your area? Is your local area even a good place to invest in? And I'm lucky, and I'm in South Texas, and I'm right along the I-35 corridor that is currently booming, but that may not always be the case. And so what I'm striving to do with my real estate business is to put together business systems that will work anywhere. So I'm no longer just confined to San Antonio or even Texas or heck, even the United States. I can take what I've done and what I've created and take that anywhere. I'll give you an example. I am currently working on designing 3 to 5 plans for urban infill neighborhoods. So these will be land that I will buy, that I will then replat and rezone if necessary, and divide it up and either build condos or townhomes or single family homes or some mix of all of the above on land that's anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2 an acre to about 2 to 3 acres. And so that's a very specific product that I am designing. And I'm designing the look, I'm designing the layouts, I'm figuring out how much the build cost will be, what the variables will be with different types of materials. And once I have that figured out, I will know exactly how much this product costs me to build. Currently, this product would be a great product in San Antonio, so I'm going to be able to try it and make sure this works in my local market. But after that, it's literally off to the races, and I can take that product anywhere. And so you can do the same thing with looking at whatever you're wanting to invest in related to real estate. Come up with what you want to do, come up with a business system, and then figure out how you can scale it beyond your local market, because your local market may not be the best place to invest at the moment, but even if it's a great place to invest at the moment, it will not be a good place to invest sometime in the near future. So get educated, figure out what you want to invest in, then figure out financing. There's a lot of ways to start with money. You can start with a conventional loan and get a small multifamily property that you can live in unit, then you can rehab other units, and so you can be a homeowner as well as an investor all at the same time. There are a myriad of other options though. Portfolio loans at a bank. You can go to them and they will put together a specific loan product for what you're wanting to invest in. Now this is going to require a credit score that's decent and probably a little bit of cash. But those are things you should probably have when you're getting investing in real estate anyway. I'm not really a proponent of no money down investing. It can be done, and there's creative ways. I started with $15,000 and hard money loans. I didn't have a lot of cash. I had a decent credit score, but I was very limited in what I could invest in. So that was part of the deciding factor of where I was going to start investing. So you then obviously got to figure out the money, and you got to figure out a way you can scale that as well as your business grows. So figure out the smallest amount you can start with. If you want to invest in land, find a small piece of land that you can develop, do basic infrastructure, do rezoning, replatting, and then get an agent to list those lots and sell them to other developers or homeowners if you're not ready to actually begin building the houses. You begin with wholesaling. We've talked about this in other videos. That is a lower cost way to begin investing, but I do absolutely think you should have a little bit of cash to begin investing. So we talked about get educated, YouTube, talk to people in your area, figure out the product you want to begin investing in. Again, a lot of research, talk to as many people as you can, but then look at city and market data. Talk to local politicians. How is the city growing? How is your local area growing? Where are the people going to be transitioning to? Is it a lot of urban, spread out areas, so suburban areas, or is money being put into urban areas? These are all questions that you need to answer as you begin trying to figure out what you want to invest in, and then pull the trigger on something. Have an appropriate amount of time, get educated, but then find a project that you can start with that's small enough that you can tackle and you can get your feet wet doing something, or find someone that you can partner with. Go to someone, offer to pay them to help them invest. That sounds crazy, but if that is what it takes to get you investing, that is 100% worth it. Do not let continual education and continual analysis of deals paralyze you from ever pulling the trigger on a project. I learned more in my first multifamily investment and single family rehab than I could ever have. And I've learned more in 3 years than I can't think of a way that I could have learned more than actually pulling the trigger and doing projects. Currently, I've never lost money at a deal, but I've broken even on deals and I haven't made anything for months of work, and that's okay. That is all part of the education process. Do not let continually analyzing deals and the fear of failure paralyze you from pulling the trigger on a deal. And the great thing about real estate is you can always make it back. It's the amount of money you can make if you follow and are able to figure out a system. The ability to scale that to very quickly go from making no money to making a lot of money is 100% there in real estate. Figure out your product and then go pull the trigger on something and start investing.